Now, the NPP has unveiled a series of ambitious tax policy proposals as it gears up for the 2024 general election. These include a flat-rate tax system, reforms to the VAT regime, a tax amnesty program, and the abolition of the controversial e-levy. The party aims to simplify Ghana's tax structure and make compliance easier for taxpayers. But how practical are these proposals and what impact could they have on the economy? Ni Late investigates and has more in the following report.
A careful look at the NPP's 2024 manifesto shows that the party has promised to implement wide-ranging tax reforms to shape the country's economic landscape. One can count 10 tax proposals. One is the flat-rate tax system, which will be similar to that of Estonia. It is the same rate being applied to all taxpayers. The idea is to simplify tax administration and ease compliance. Policy number 2 is VAT reforms, that is, to merge all levies into single-line items, and this merged levy will be treated as part of input and output VAT to eliminate cascading effects in current regime. Policy number 3 is a tax amnesty program, a one-time tax amnesty for the year 2025 to waive all interest and penalties. Policy number 4 is betting tax abolishment, which is to remove the tax on investment income on bet winnings. Policy number 5 is to reduce withholding tax for all small-scale good exports up to 1% to discourage smuggling. These tax reform proposals may offer potential benefits, including broadening the tax base and fostering a more inclusive digital economy. However, they also pose some significant challenges to revenue generation. The Ghana Union of Traders Association (GUTA) mainly imports goods into the country and is often concerned about taxes. What is their thoughts on these plans? Dr. Joseph Obin is president of GUTA.
The tax that we pay is very high, and then people make compliance very low. And so the key to revenue enhancement is compliance. And how do we ensure compliance? Is to simplify the tax system and also make it affordable. And that is all that we seek.
8 years ago, businesses grappled with what were then termed as nuisance taxes. The opposition party at the time, the NPP, campaigned heavily on the promise to abolish these taxes if elected, giving rise to their mantra of transitioning the country from taxation to production. In 2017, the NPP government fulfilled part of its promise by eliminating 11 nuisance taxes, offering relief to businesses. So what more are they promising the citizenry this time around? Policy number 6 is investment tax credit for startups, which will strategically focus on critical sectors of the economy and also for the first 3 years of their operation. With regards to other policies, digitization of tax administration will reduce leakages, ease filing processes, improve efficiency, and also broaden the tax base. Policy number 8 is a flat rate for all importers. Policy number 9 is to harmonize port charges to ensure that duties are reduced and ports in the country becoming more competitive. Perhaps the most controversial element of the NPP's tax reform policy is the abolishment of the e-levy. But does the NPP have any justifications for these proposals? Dennis Miracles Abuaji speaks for Dr. Baumier's campaign team.
He's introducing the flat tax rates, basically to ensure that if you are buying a 40-feet container from Germany filled with Benz mirror, and I'm also buying 40-feet container from Germany filled with Benz mirror, we all know how much we are paying. And you know before your container even sails, so that it doesn't get here, then it says it's demurrage and all of that. It sails and you know it's coming and you know how much you're going to pay. And when it gets to the port, there's no negotiation and discussion with the GRA officer or the taxman.
But with these proposed tax reforms by the NPP in mind, do they appear to align with expectations to expand the tax base and enhance efficiency in revenue collection? I have been engaging some players in the industry. Francis Timoboy is a tax consultant.
You should have a tax system where everybody pays, so that if all of us are going for one rate, then it's good. I think that if we don't calibrate it very well, it will benefit the high income earners, and then the poor will suffer. Again, if it's not well calibrated, we are under IMF. Anything that leads to revenue loss, they will not be happy with it. The NPP again said they are going to do tax amnesty, something that some of us have spoken against it, that it is too early to do that. 2017 we did one, 2022, 2020, 2021, 2022 we did one, then 2025 you're going to do another one. You are sending some signal to the tax system that if you don't comply, another government will come and forgive you. So why comply? And I think that it's too early for us to do that.
The objective of the NPP's tax reforms is to enforce compliance, minimize tax evasion, and discourage tax avoidance. The party's huge responsibility will be to balance revenue generation with other issues such as production bottlenecks, high cost of living, as well as financial inclusion should they win. But more importantly, as the election draws closer, it will be the ability of the NPP to communicate the benefits of these reforms and respond to criticisms to secure voter confidence about their economic management. The success of the NPP's tax reforms will be dependent on the mode of implementation as well as their alignment with broad economic goals. Should the election go in favor of the NPP, it will be crucial for the party and the government of the day, for that matter, to work closely with key stakeholders such as the GRA, citizens, businesses, and other agencies to ensure that these tax policies support economic growth and also meet the expectations of both domestic and international partners. My name is Ni Latte Latte, reporting for Channel One News.